It's kind of like 50-50. Like the top is fairly dry, the bottom is not. Let's go get the tedder, and yeah, probably end up coming down here, ted some hay. We got a traffic jam coming up here. Got a fast mover. That's a good size snapper. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Ohrmundt Simmentals. All right, Saturday morning. It is a foggy one this morning. We're getting going here. Need to feed the steers. I'm gonna throw out some Redmond salt with garlic in it for the cows. I noticed yesterday that they were low on that. They still had mineral. So we'll get them a bag. Dad and I might take a run up. There's a place just north of us, about 30 minutes. Might look at some feeders. The bunk line feeders, because we got the bull area over here, which is the steer area, then it turns into the bull area. We call it the BDA, to redo that one. So we just want to look at them. They're a little different brand. They're not the SI brand that we have up here, which we do like, but we'll see. They are only 20-ish, 30 minutes away. And then hopefully later this morning we can get Dad cutting some more hay. And also maybe early afternoon, might rake some hay and do some baling, because he did cut some stuff on Thursday, and that stuff might be dry today. So that's what's happening today. Tomorrow is probably going to be more of the same. One bag, Redmond fine salt with garlic, check. Grain for the steers, check. All right, so I totally forgot that another thing on our list is we're gonna have to ted some hay. If I didn't mention it earlier, I don't think I did, but we need to ted some hay. So the first thing I'm gonna do, Dad and I took a little buzz up and looked at some bale feeders or some bunk line feeders. We're not too crazy about them. They're built, they actually build, that brand builds builds a bale feeder just like our red ones, our Peckways, but in a total gauge thinner steel. So I'm actually driving around the backside of this corn back here. This is the corn that we want to be for picking as usual, but this stuff's looking a lot nicer than last year. Definitely seen some deer / coon damage, but you know, we get that every year. Kind of hard, you know, when the woods is right there, but it's definitely not looking bad. I mean, it probably would be a good idea to try and rotate in a crop back here, but when you're planting on pure sand, it's a little difficult to rotate anything decent in. But then we pop out to the hayfield. I'm not concerned about looking at this stuff down here because it's going to be a little wetter. So we'll kind of just go out to the middle here. It definitely smells really good. Let's see what this is like. I think this will need to... it's kind of like 50-50. Like the top is fairly dry, the bottom is not. Yeah, see, the bottom is pretty green yet. So probably gonna have to come down here and ted down here first. This type of stuff is where like a basket tedder would be nice, because you know, this is most of our hay is so grassy, you don't have to worry about knocking so many leaves off. We do have the clover in there though. But with the amount of grass in there, you probably help that out a little bit. Let's go get the tedder, and yeah, probably probably end up coming down here, head some hay. We got a traffic jam coming up here. Got a fast mover. That's a good size snapper. Yeah, you don't deal with those guys. He ain't even that big, but we'll leave him alone. So one thing we absolutely love is our Milwaukee grease gun. It is only the 12 volt, but I bought some of the higher amperage aftermarket batteries and they work great. I already had some 12 volt tools. I've got the little Sawzall. I think you might have seen me use that before. And I got a little drill. But then my brother actually through work was able to figure out a way, and he got us one for Christmas for the farm. And we love it. We also have the lock and lube tip on it so that it's easier to grab on to Zerks. I think this is our second lock and lube. We love it. The lock and lube is awesome, especially on ones that are a little bit stuck and you got to put a couple pumps in there. The only downside, and I had to do it with this one, is this Zerk here, just to get it in and make this turn to get up to that Zerk. So I had to grab, for one Zerk, I had to grab our pneumatic because it's got a smaller tip on it. Milwaukee grease gun, lock and lube, good combination. Really like them. All right, the Peckway tedder is greased up, ready to go, and we're gonna head down. And this sun doesn't want to decide whether it's gonna stay out or go behind clouds because it's like a 15-degree difference. So we're finishing up our last straight, and I've basically touched, so there's 6 outside rounds. I've basically touched everything on those 3 rounds, most of it, 90%. There's a couple spots where I didn't touch it. So I'm just gonna do these 3 rows and then we'll call it good. So, unfortunately, this 9 or 10 acre field has taken me at least an hour. All right, we got this field done. That wasn't horrible. All right, we got the tractor fueled up. I'm fueled up, fresh sunscreen, and yeah, we're ready to go. Let's head up the hill and do some more tedding. This one's gonna take a little longer, so yeah, that's gonna be boring, but oh well, need speed on. Alright, so this has got definitely a lot more alfalfa. So this is what the row looks like untedded. And then over here, it's just lifted up a little bit. That way it allows more air to get in there. Brings stuff that's maybe a little greener up to the top. It just helps the stuff dry out. It'll take at least a day out of the drying of this stuff. And this time of year, you don't have an extra day. All right, so just got back from tedding. That went fine. I mean, it's tedding. It's like snail pace for us. But the interesting thing is while I was tedding, Dad was cutting, Zernicke snuck up and started combining our oats, which they went and looked at it, I think this morning or yesterday morning, I think, just to kind of give us the yes or no that it's ready to combine. They said it was, and I guess they are. They actually just pulled out with a full semi. They said there's one more back there, said it's busheling okay, so we're just gonna go take a peek at it. I'm gonna go feed the cows a bale of hay. There is a lot of straw out here.
Cut it nice and short.
Yep. Thankfully, yeah. Even if there would be a little green in there, it's not going to be a lot. All right, so that's pretty awesome. And they're almost done. And they had their second semi up there already. And actually the guy we got our seed from is the guy who's buying the oats. Works for me. So this turned out pretty decent. Got it spread out okay. I mean, basically, you know, your idea is to kind of spread out, and the cows will move some of this around, but then they're just going to concentrate a lot of manure in this area. Like, I wish I would have gotten a little bit more in here, but we still got a couple of nice piles that are close, so hopefully we get a lot of manure right here. They actually were camped out right over here when I came out here. So this should be all right, and then this should easily carry them through today, the rest of today, and into tomorrow. Doing a few things here. We're stretching out pastures a little bit to make them last. But the good thing is, not really the good thing, but the thing is there are spots out here that could use a little TLC, a little bale grazing type activity to kind of concentrate some nutrients. Honestly, this back corner back here, I wouldn't mind spreading manure back there, because that would really perk that up. I told Dad this whole east chunk could probably use a light manure spread on the whole thing. So yeah, everybody's doing pretty decent. The calves look good. Some of the moms are a little skinny. We got a little more flies out here. Then you got Peasy, who is she 13 this year? 12 or 13? And honestly, she's still in really decent shape. And where's her calf? I love getting right up close to some of these bigger dudes, because when you see them from far away, I mean, they're just... There is some size there, especially this guy. I mean, my hand is right out from my belly button. Okay, there's our bold ruler heifer. Oh, where the frick is she? Oh, and here's our 431. So she is counted for it. There she is. Miss America. Right there. The black blaze face. You know, so Peasy's pumped out a nice heifer calf this year. I don't know if we'll keep her or not. She's definitely turned out nice. That's for sure. Here's our 53. She's got the True Justice. And honestly, if you saw her in April, you would be like, holy cow, what have you done to that animal? Because she was so skinny. But she has come around really, really nice. So just really happy to see that. And then she shoved her face back in here. Yeah. But here she is right here, and she's just a nice heifer calf. I mean, ain't the best, but you know, I mean, good frame. She'll probably fill out really nice. We've got our bold ruler heifer, who I think is going to be really darn nice. She is out of a first calf heifer. One of our only Bruno daughter in production this year. But I think Mama's doing a nice job with her. Eagle, bold ruler bull, lots of gut. Wish some of that gut would be in the butt, but I think his ass will fill in. You get him on feed. Yeah, I mean, like steers like this. State of War, second calver. So she's doing pretty nice. She was another one, just very small. She's a very small frame cow. So, you know, that's one thing I kind of get a little concerned with, is like if they're too small frame and then they start putting a lot of that into their calf, and then it's like, okay, there's just nothing to work with here. Here's that 913 out of a True Justice. Just some good heifers. This is that True Justice bull. I just think he's going to be just fine as far as developing. Deja's heifer. That one's YC913. That's the one we want to get rid of. Her mom anyways. She still did a pretty decent job with a heifer. And we got Socks, straight out of the 80s, still living the dream. All right, I think Dad just finished up his cutting. I am done out here. These guys have mellowed out. They've kind of took it at their bale, and that's great. They got a little bit of grass out here yet. Tomorrow we'll move them. So, got to feed the steers yet, but you guys saw that this morning. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.